Morning. I had a request to show how I make my Cafe Au Lait. I believe it was from Amber Rascona. So, Amber, here I'm going to show you how I do make my Cafe Au Lait. I have a French press, and I make a very strong coffee in it, usually like a French roast or something like that that's very strong. And this is a 4-cup French press. So I add 4 scoops, which is like 4 tablespoons, to a full one of these. And then, I have a great big cup. This cup holds 2 cups. So I drink this whole thing in two cups. So I'm going to pour about half of this into my cup. That's about half of it there. And then I've got, you can add whatever you want for flavorings. I get these nice syrups, organic syrups over to my local co-op store. So I've got French vanilla and hazelnut. And I'm going to add just a little bit of each. You don't have to add flavoring, or you could just add sugar. Get a little bit of a hazelnut. That was French vanilla. I love vanilla hazelnut. Oh, not wanting to open. Clean the rim off. Yes. So just a little bit of that splash. Sorry if I made that loud noise and it killed your ears. Something else that you can also use, and I do use this sometimes, is they have these different flavors of this coffee mate, powdered coffee mate, and you can always add a little bit of that too. As a matter of fact, I might just add just a little touch of that, just to make it just makes it a little creamier. And that one's vanilla caramel, so it will go well with my vanilla hazelnut. So then, over here, I've got about, I don't know, half a cup of just whole milk in here, and I'm going to turn my heat about halfway, so about a medium heat. And while that's heating, I whip it with this little air latte. I don't know exactly what it'd be called, a frother maybe? My husband got this for me for Christmas a couple years ago because I love my Cafe Au Lait so much. So while it's heating, I'm just going to whip it with that little frother. And I got addicted to the Cafe Au Lait. We go to Canada usually at least once, if not twice a year. Once in the summer and once in the winter. And we stopped at this little, just a small little diner that sold the most awesome breakfast. Oh, it was the most awesome breakfast. And I didn't know what to order for coffee. And I explained to the lady what I liked. And she said I should have a Cafe Au Lait. And they served it to me in this big bowl. And it came with, it had no handle. You just picked the whole bowl up and drank it like that. And it had this big head of frothy milk on it. It was so good. And so I had to figure out how to make it myself because I just loved it so much. So I was doing it with a whisk. I was doing the same thing but using a whisk and making it every morning, and my arm was getting so sore. My husband was like, well, there's going to be a better way, and he ended up finding this and buying it for me. Oops, okay, so you want to be careful with your heat, because see, once it starts to rise like that, it can tend to just like, the milk will froth right over the edge, so I better stop it there and turn my heat down. See, before it goes over. There we go. And so try to kind of pour it slowly so I get a lot of the milk, the watery milk from underneath first. That makes it nice and creamy. So I usually can't fit all the froth on it. So there goes some milk from underneath the froth in there. And then you've got that wonderful head of froth. Reminds me of Danny piling up her soaps in the middle. Okay, so that is my Cafe Au Lait. Thanks, guys. Have a great morning. Bye.